Welcome to Old Testament Survey. I'm glad you have chosen to take this class with Moody Bible Institute. My name is Professor Walkup. Doesn't look that way when you read it, but that's how you say it, like walk up the stairs. I am a Moody grad from '98, and I graduated with a degree in pastoral studies, and I've spent the last 25 years in pastoral ministry. Spent the last 6 years teaching students online, both in Old Testament classes and in preaching a variety of those classes. Been married for 27 years, got married after my sophomore year of college to my high school sweetheart. Have a family, 2 grown kids, 1 grandkid. Education-wise, I have a Master's of Divinity and Leadership from Liberty University. Working on a doctorate in church revitalization right now, just continuing to learn and develop and understand church health and where that comes from and how we accomplish that in today's culture. There are 2 things that I want you to do right off the bat. The very first thing in class is always to take and fill out the date of attendance quiz. So as soon as you get into things, make sure you fill out the date of attendance quiz and get that taken care of. The other is to fill out your introduction. We want you to interact with one another. In online classes, I have made lifelong friends in taking classes at Liberty and other places. And so I encourage you to engage with other students, not just in the introduction, but in the discussion boards. Get to know each other, talk with each other, reach out and email. It is so much easier to go through classes when you have somebody else that you can lean on, that you can encourage, that you can talk with. So do those 2 things right off the bat. Do your introduction, do your date of attendance quiz. After that, I want you to look at your syllabus and your schedule, and I want you not just to read over it, just glance over it, but try to really understand it. Make sure you get the 2 books that you need for class so that you've got those. In the syllabus, it's going to show you what each assignment is. It's going to show you how it's weighted. The assignments are weighted, and that means that you can miss a quiz and it's not a big deal, but if you miss the final paper, you're going to struggle grade-wise in the class because it's weighted so heavily. So make sure that you are looking and understanding what the syllabus is. The schedule breaks it down week by week for you as to what you have to read, what you need to watch, what assignments you need to do. If there's extra optional reading, there are a number of weeks where there's extra things you can read to help you understand it. You're not required to, but it will help you along if you want to. The next thing that I would encourage you to do is do your reading ahead of time. So before you get to that week, try to get the reading done. I will post things the weekend before so that you can look at stuff before we get to that week, and you can kind of understand, hey, here's what I need to do. There's going to be some clarification in those videos. Make sure you watch the videos so that you understand what's going on. So do your reading ahead of time because that allows you the time to do the writing, to do the assignments, to take the quiz, and do the things that you need to, okay? Discussion boards are in every week except for the very last week. And there's not always a word guide, except for maybe the first week there's instructions in there. It says 250 words. That's the minimum usually, okay? I'm not looking for an essay that is 3 pages long, but 250 or a little bit over that. Be concise in what you're trying to say, but explain it and answer the question well, okay? And so you're going to make your initial discussion board post by Friday night, okay, at 11:59 Central Standard Time. So if you're in a different time zone, it's 11:59 Central Standard Time that it's judged by. You need to have that in by Friday night, okay? Technically, if you turn it in after Friday night, you get a 0. So don't put it off till Saturday. Don't put it off till Monday. Make sure that you do it right off the bat, okay? Then each week you need to do 2 replies. Those shouldn't just be a statement, hey, I really liked what you said, or, well, I have a question about this. Interact in some meaningful way. Start a discussion about what the person posted and what's going on. And so you need to go to 2 other students and reply and interact with them on the discussion board, okay? And they're going to interact with you, and you're going to answer the people that are asking you questions. You're going to ask others. And so you should have at least 2 replies in your discussion board, okay? And that's an opportunity to interact with other people, to learn from other people, to think about something in a different perspective than maybe you didn't think about before. So engage in the discussion boards. They are very, very worthwhile. It's a fifth of your grade in this class, the discussion boards are, okay? Quizzes are going to be relatively easy. Don't use open book necessarily. You're testing your reading and what you've learned, what you understand. So as you read through scripture, as you read the books, you're going to have things that you're going to get tested on. Just do it from memory. The quizzes are not going to kill your grade. You're going to do fine, but you're building for something more than just taking the quiz. This is not just a class about Old Testament that you have to get a grade in. This is about learning study habits. It's about understanding the Old Testament. It's about you being able to teach it and help other people through the Old Testament. And so if you use in your book, it's just not going to help you. It's not beneficial. So try not to do that. Assignments, there are various assignments throughout the class. Read the instructions on those. Each week I will do a video that explains in detail things and tries to nuance stuff out for you. If you have questions though on an assignment, on a discussion board, on reading, on something that's just Old Testament related, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. I am here for you. We can set up a Zoom on your schedule. We can email, you can text me, you can call me. You will have all of my contact information to be able to get a hold of me. So there's never any reason not to reach out to me. So work on the assignments, work ahead on the assignments. Don't get till Monday and then try to work on the assignments because some of them are bigger than just one day, okay? And so make sure that you're looking ahead at the schedule, you're looking ahead at the week's assignments, and that you know what's going on. MLA format is important. If you don't have an MLA handbook, I would get one. There are plenty of tools in Moody's Writing Center as far as MLA things, formatted papers, that kind of stuff. You need to make sure that your format is right. I'm not going to take points off at the beginning, but when we get to the final paper, if things are not formatted the way that they're supposed to, you are going to lose points on that, okay? Subject that I don't always like to talk about, but you have to nowadays, is plagiarism. You can't use material from another class in this class. You can't take somebody else's ideas without citing it. Back to MLA format. You need to cite someone's information if you've used that, okay? The other thing, and this has become a thing in education, is some people are using AI to complete a discussion question, to complete a paper, to do different things. Don't do that. That's the same as plagiarism. You're taking it from someone else, even though it's an AI. Don't do that. It does not help you to learn. And so this process is not just about a grade. It's not just about getting an assignment done. It's about what you learn for the rest of your life. And so as a follower of Christ, integrity is a big deal. Don't use AIs. Don't use plagiarism just to get done with the class, okay? The next thing is that I am praying for you. I'm praying for you throughout the entire class. I take my list of students and pray over them. If you have a specific prayer request, if there's something going on, please reach out, shoot me a text, shoot me an email, say, hey, this is what's going on. Could you just pray for me? I would love to do that. Call me, and as long as I'm not in a meeting, I will take that phone call and pray with you. So please reach out. The other thing that I would say is if something happens, you get sick, there's a family issue, job, ministry, whatever, there's a really good reason why you can't get an assignment in, please communicate that to me. Don't just not turn the assignment in and get a 0 on it or something. Make sure that you're turning your assignments in. The grading policy at Moody is you have up to a week after the assignment is due to turn it in, but you basically lose 5%, or if it's a 100-point assignment, you lose 5 points per day. And so you end up with, if you turn it in 7 days late, you get a 65. After 7 days, it's a 0. With discussion boards, if you don't turn that initial discussion board in on Friday night, technically it's a 0 because you haven't done what you were supposed to. So make sure that you're doing things, that you're getting stuff done on time, that you're looking ahead. But I can't encourage you enough. Communicate with me, talk with me. My heart is for you to learn, to grow through this class, that it would benefit you for many, many years. And so that's my prayer. God bless.